Hey everyone, Pandemonium here. So I've never made a video like this before, so I expect a lot of just poorly edited things and me kind of fumbling over my words a lot. So yeah, sorry in advance. I'm not really much of a video editor. I don't really like edit videos ever, so I'm probably just going to be talking over some gameplay here, just going over certain things with a Kickstarter and talking about where we currently are with Project Turboblast. So let me just start off saying I am extremely grateful. Never in a million years did I think that we would actually raise the funds and actually make this work, like, you know, specifically with the Kickstarter, because I really only started the Kickstarter on a whim, really. I thought it just might be a good idea at the time because my funds were looking really low and I just really needed some help getting things really moved along with production on Project Turboblast, and yet here we are. And on that note, you know, I've pretty much put funds where they need to be. Funds are currently, I have another artist I hired to get vehicle artwork done for the game, and they did an amazing job with Neo Blazarus, the flagship vehicle of the game. Looks amazing. I love it. Chef's kiss. Mwah. Beautiful. They did amazing work, and so that's pretty much where we're at right now. And just to say again, yeah, I am just so grateful, so very thankful. It's honestly crazy to me to see how many people love Project Turboblast, just to see the passion that I have for this project, also seeing in other people who just get it, you know, they kind of understand the direction that I'm going for, or at least trying to go for, as the direction with Project Turboblast has been something that's been kind of changing over time, adjusting a bit as I see people play and certain things happen and certain things in development go a certain type of way, because you never really know where a game is entirely going to go direction wise as you're building it, and you know what limitations come up. And there's been a lot of that. Like, there's been a lot of realization that I just can't do certain things, specifically in Unreal Engine, as I am not an experienced Unreal Engine developer. I am very much new to Unreal. I've only started really working on Unreal with this game, Project Turboblast. Most of my experience prior comes from Unity. I have about 2 years just learning Unity, but I never really got anything off the ground. It was mostly just learning material, tutorials, and stuff like that. And then I jumped ship to Unreal Engine because I felt it was more in my style of coding. I very much enjoy the blueprint work process and just the way everything is implemented in Unreal Engine. It's been a lot of just learning things, specifically with how Unreal Engine physics operates and what it likes. And one thing I have definitely learned is that Unreal Engine really does not like it when you have things going very, very fast. And that has been a massive learning experience, that with learning that and then making that also work online with multiplayer. There's just certain things that that just kind of really can't be done unless you're doing your own physics entirely, but that's a discussion. That's an entirely separate discussion, essentially. But yes, I am extremely happy that everyone is supporting the game, spreading love, and just, you know, involving themselves in the community. I'm very thankful. Thank you so much to everyone. I love you guys. As for what's currently going on with development, I've mainly been working on the leaderboards. I got the leaderboards implemented like completely. You can download ghost data, race against other people's ghosts, upload your own ghosts and such. And doing that is also required a light implementation of mod support. So it's kind of there. It works through the Steam Workshop mod system. So it kind of gave me a bit of a small lens through how future mod support is going to work. I'm not saying modding is in the game now, but technically speaking it is, but not really. But that's the main thing that's been done, is getting leaderboards implemented. I've also been working on various optimizations, a lot of tweaking in the code to make things running a lot smoother. You should find that, like, mainly for playtesters, these updates have not been pushed for the public demo, just so there's no confusion. But mainly optimizations for the private builds on Steam Deck and on weaker hardware. There is a lower limit. There's a bottom line that I'm trying to make, and that is, you know, anyone with something around a GTX 1060 or 1050 should be able to run the game just fine. 1050 is a little bit questionable, but 1060 for sure should be able to run the game just fine, and that really does cover the vast majority of players from my reports. From what I've seen, most people are running a 3060 based on my reports from the feedback form that you guys submitted. Thank you, by the way, because there's a lot of feedback on there to go through that I've been sifting through over the past couple months, and I really appreciate that. Aside from that, there's also been character customization implemented. That's been really fun to add. Yeah, you can customize your character, but nothing too crazy. You can choose a different body type and choose a different helmet, and that's probably going to be the extent of it. Just those two customizing pieces, and then setting whatever colors that you would like for the character to have. I think that's about as far as I want to take Turboblast when it comes to customization of your character, as the characters are really only visible on cockpit exposed vehicles, so that would be like bikes and such like that. I also recently implemented the framework for the survival mode, which is inspired by the zone mode from Wipeout, but with my own spin on it in a sense, in which you go faster over time and speed is constantly increasing, and the goal is to basically just survive as long as possible. But where I kind of wanted to put my own spin on things was you can actually boost and trick and do things. You can add your own means of adding points and increase your speed and do risky things. It helps cover the gap of when things are slow and a little boring, is the idea. So it's something I'm playing with. We just started kind of tying out the details and ironing out the details and seeing how it all feels. I'm thinking of actually implementing something in a sense of you lose HP very slowly as you're not boosting. So it actually becomes a thing of trying to maintain boosted state by any means, which could be interesting. I might play with that, and that might be a way of like more inclining you to do riskier things and to stay boosted. Otherwise, you're going to be very slowly, gradually losing HP in zone mode specifically. Just to be clear, all of this that I'm saying right now is specifically for zone mode that's been implemented, or survival mode. I haven't really gotten a proper name for it, but it's survival, zone mode, blast mode maybe? I don't know. We'll see. But that's pretty much it where it comes to current development. Future things, the next things that I'm really planning on working on, as of right now, I'm just roughing out the framework. I'm just trying to get everything that needs to be in the game. I'm trying to get everything implemented and seeing where I need to go and start really building up. Like right now I'm framing everything out, seeing what needs to be in, and then we're gonna really start tying things in, adding details, because I know a lot of people want certain things in the game and want to see certain features, and there are certain details that could absolutely be added, but it's important to sort of know the scope first, right? It's important to have everything that needs to be there in there, and that's why I've been working on things like the leaderboards and multiplayer and stuff like that. And there's other things that need to be done, like improving the online multiplayer menu, you know, so that people can randomly pick tracks, you know, from a selection, and then, you know, it autoplays, because currently the host has to set up a track and then you guys go to the track and then you go back to the lobby, and it's just it's a much more cumbersome process. So a lot of stuff needs to be cleaned up and optimized and updated and more modernized and such. Also, like for example, there needs to be like a lobby level, or maybe the lobby level might get removed and it might just be a menu. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see what happens. But overall, the next thing that I'm working on is implementing progression of some kind, unlocks, and getting that set up correctly. So yeah. So closing thoughts, closing words. Again, thank you so much to all of the Kickstarter supporters. You guys are awesome. You guys are incredible. I also want to say thank you to all the Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome, man. You guys have been supporting for a very long time. You guys there, some of you, and I just really appreciate all the support that you guys give. And I should probably also say, yeah, if you missed the Kickstarter, you can also support on Patreon and get similar rewards there. So if you want access to the private beta builds and really help play test things, you can do so there still. So if you missed your chance with the Kickstarter, yeah, you can sub on Patreon and get access to the Discord and all that. The Discord is public. I'll leave a link to it in the comment section below. I never thought we would be where we are right now. We have a whole community of Turboblast enjoyers. I am very, very thankful. And I hope you guys stay with me for the duration. of Turboblast and everything after, you know. So thank you so much. Stay tuned and take care, everybody.